Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13. We heard in the purport yesterday, Srila Prabhupada saying, accept Krishna's arrangement, surrender to Krishna. We are all bewildered. Lord Brahma got bewildered. He wanted to show his power, that he is greater power than Krishna. So he got bewildered. Similarly, we are all bewildered here in this material world, trying to show how powerful we are. What we need to do rather is to accept Krishna's arrangement and surrender to Krishna. Okay. Evam sammohayan Vishnum.
Shilpaji, we did the 44th. We did the two paragraphs. I think
That's
you have
right.
to start from the next shloka.
Okay, so I'll just read the translation. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Thus, because Lord Brahma wanted to mystify the all-pervading Lord Krishna, who can never be mystified, but who, on the contrary, mystifies the entire universe, he himself was put into bewilderment by his own mystic power. So Lord Brahma wanted to confuse Krishna, but instead he himself got confused. He himself got in delusion. Is this the one? Do we start from here, is it? Okay.
In the next,
Yeah, the word Vishnu.
yeah.
Okay. The word Vishnu is significant in this verse. Vishnu
No,
pervades.
Shilpaji, no.
The when?
Not from here. Just before that.
Okay. From the next verse,
Yeah.
it is
From the
clear.
next. Yeah. Hare
It
Krishna.
is clear that Krishna cannot be defeated by any kind of mystic power. If one gets even a little power of scientific knowledge, one tries to defy God, but actually no one is able to bewilder Krishna. When Brahma, the chief person within the universe, tried to bewilder Krishna, he himself was bewildered and astonished. This is the position of the conditioned soul. Brahma wanted to mystify Krishna, but he himself was mystified. So we here in the material world, we are trying to show that how powerful we are, more powerful than God. But instead, what happens is we ourselves get bewildered. We get entangled within the material world. We are not able to understand the truth. We don't know what we are doing, where we are going, where we are coming from, where we are going. So to get out of this, Prabhupada we read yesterday that accept Krishna's arrangement. Surrender to Krishna. We don't have to compete with Krishna. What we are doing is trying to compete with Krishna. Rather, we need to surrender to Krishna. The word Vishnu is significant in this verse. Vishnu pervades the entire material world, whereas Brahma merely occupies one subordinate post. Brahma Samhita 548, Lord Brahma is saying, Yasya nishvasita kalam athavalambaya jivanti loma vilaja jagadanda natha. The word natha refers to Lord Brahma, which refers to Lord Brahma is plural because there are innumerable universes and innumerable Brahmas. Brahma is but a tiny force. So we may think there's only one Lord Brahma. We may think there's only one universe. But instead, there are unlimited number of universes, unlimited Brahmas. Each universe has their own Lord Brahma. Like how each country will have their own president or prime minister or king or queen, some ruler. So each universe has their own Lord Brahma. This was exhibited in Dwarka when Krishna called for Brahma. One day when Brahma came to see Krishna at Dwarka, the doorman at Lord Krishna's request asked, "Which Brahma are you?" Later when Brahma inquired from Krishna whether this meant that there was more than one Brahma, Krishna smiled and at once called for many Brahmas from many universes. The four-headed Brahma of this universe then saw innumerable other Brahmas coming to see Krishna and offer their respects. Some of them had 10 heads, some had 20, some had 100, and some had 1,000,000 heads. Upon seeing this wonderful exhibition, the four-headed Brahma became nervous and began to think of himself as no more than a mosquito in the midst of many elephants. Therefore, what can Brahma do to bewilder Krishna? And so Lord Brahma, he was thinking one time that he is the only Brahma, that, oh, I'm so powerful, there's no other powerful than me. But Krishna showed him that there are so many other Brahmas, much more powerful than him. 10 heads, 20 heads, 100 heads, 1,000,000 heads. So same way we also may get puffed up with some little power that we have. We may have some control, some power. And then we may start thinking, oh, there is no one greater than me. I can do whatever I want. वो मुझे क्या बोलेंगे? मैं जो करना है मैं कर सकती हूँ. We may get into that. But after all, of course, we are all controlled by Krishna. And surrender to Krishna. That is what is needed. Is that okay?
Yes.
So who's going to read the verses today?
I'll read today.
Okay. Tam yam tamovan neharam
Tam yam tamo vanyeharam
khadyo tarchir ivahani
khadyot archi iva anahi
mahati tara ma yeshyam
mahanti etar maya esham
nihanti atmani yungyat chataha.
nihanti atmani yunjataha.
Okay. As the darkness of snow on a dark night and the light of a glowworm in the light of day have no value, the mystic power of an inferior person who tries to use it against a person of great power is unable to accomplish anything. Instead, the power of that inferior person is diminished. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so when one wants to supersede a superior power, one's own inferior power becomes ludicrous. Just as a glowworm in the daytime and snow at night have no value, Brahma's mystic power became worthless in the presence of Krishna, for greater mystic power condemns inferior mystic power. We may, in the glowworm in the night, it's very dark. There are no lights. Now, of course, in cities, we don't actually experience darkness. There's light everywhere, street lights. But anyway, suppose you go away from the city and it's really dark and then you see glowworms. You can really see them bright and shining. But these same glowworms, in the day, you don't see their light at all. Why? Because the sun's light is much brighter and the glowworm's light is so little. It's insignificant, so it can't even be seen. So it becomes worthless. So on a dark night, the darkness produced by snow has no meaning. So the glowworm appears very important at night, but in daytime its glow has no value. Whatever little value it has is lost. So snow produces darkness, but at night it's already dark, so what's the value of it? Similarly, Brahma became insignificant in the presence of Krishna's mystic power. Krishna's Maya was not diminished in value, but Brahma's Maya was condemned. Therefore, one should not try to exhibit one's insignificant opulence before a greater power. Lord Brahma wanted to show, I am so great, I have so much power. But he himself got bewildered because Krishna's power is much greater, it's unlimited. So we may have some power. We don't need to show it. Here Prabhupada is saying one should not try to exhibit one's insignificant opulence before a greater power. We are trying to compete with Krishna. But after all, what do we have? What is our power? Insignificant compared to Krishna. Hmm. We have the qualities to reflect Krishna's quality. We have the characteristic to reflect Krishna's qualities. So whatever qualities we have, they're coming from Krishna. And the original qualities are with Krishna. We are simply reflecting those qualities. Maybe knowledge, maybe strength, it may be beauty, it may be wealth. So we are simply reflecting Krishna's qualities. Okay, comments?
So that means that like how we are just reflecting. So if we try to compete, then that's wrong. Rather, we should be thankful and
Yeah, we should be
surrender, right?
grateful.
Grateful
Yeah,
and surrender, yeah.
yeah. और हम उल्टा करते हैं.
Hmm.
हम उल्टा करते हैं कि मेरे को ये है, then we become proud, arrogant, you know. We get carried away. But yeah, okay. तावत् सर्वे वत्सपाला
तावत् सर्वे वत्सपालः
पश्यतो जस्य तत्क्षणात्
पश्यतो जस्य तत्क्षणात्
व्यद्रश्यन्तः घनश्यामा
व्यद्रश्यन्त घनश्यामः
पीतकौशेयवाससः.
पीतकोशेयवाससः.
Then, while Lord Brahma looked on, all the calves and the boys tending them immediately appeared to have complexions the color of bluish rain clouds and to be dressed in yellow silken garments. While Brahma was contemplating, all the calves and cowherd boys immediately transformed into Vishnu Murtis, having bluish complexions and wearing yellow garments. Brahma was contemplating his own power and the immense unlimited power of Krishna. But before he could come to a conclusion, he saw this immediate transformation. So, so Lord Brahma was already thinking, right? Oh, is it that Krishna is expanded into all these cows and boys? Or is it that Krishna is going to the cave and again bringing them back, again putting them in the cave? What's happening? He was like totally confused what's happening. And before he could understand what's happening, he is seeing all the calves and the boys as Vishnu Murtis. So now there's no doubt, there's all Krishna's expansion. Chaturbhuja Shankha Chakra
चतुर्भुजाः शङ्खचक्र
Gada Rajiva Panayaha
गदा राजीवपाणयः
Kiritena Kundalino
किरीट्येन कुण्डलिनो
Harino Vanamalinaha
हारिणो वनमालिनः
Srivatsangada Doratna
श्रीवत्स अङ्गदो रत्नकम्बु
Kambu Kankana Panayaha
कम्बुकङ्गणपाणयः
Nupure Kataker Bhata
नुपुरैर्कटकै भातः
Kati Sutranguliyake.
कटिसूत्रान्गुलीयकैः.
All those personalities had 4 arms, holding conch shell, disc, mace, and lotus flower in their hands. They wore helmets on their heads, earrings on their ears, and garlands of forest flowers around their necks. On the upper portion of the right side of their chests was the emblem of the goddess of fortune. Furthermore, they wore armlets on their arms, the Kaustuba gem around their necks, which were marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, and bracelets on their wrists. With bangles on their ankles, ornaments on their feet, and sacred belts around their waists, they all appeared very beautiful. All the Vishnu forms had 4 arms, with conch shell and other article. But these characteristics are also possessed by those who have attained Sarupya Mukti in Vaikuntha, and who consequently have forms exactly like the form of the Lord. However, these Vishnu forms appearing before Lord Brahma also possess the mark of Srivatsa and the Kaustuba gem, which are special characteristics possessed only by the Supreme Lord Himself. So Lord Brahma is seeing all the boys and calves having Vishnu forms. And here Sukadev Goswami is specifically saying that they are not living entities, because living entity can get the Sarupya Mukti, can look exactly like Lord Vishnu with four arms and the conch and the gada and chakra, Padma, but they don't have the Srivatsa mark of Lakshmi and the Kaustuba gem. But these forms that Lord Brahma is seeing have the Kaustuba gem, has the Srivatsa mark. So that shows that it's Lord Vishnu himself, Lord Krishna himself, not other living entities. This proves that all these boys and calves were in fact directly expansions of Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, not merely his associates of Vaikuntha. Vishnu himself is included within Krishna. All the opulences of Vishnu are already present in Krishna, and consequently, for Krishna to demonstrate so many Vishnu forms was actually not very astonishing. So, Lord Vishnu, he is an expansion of Krishna. So, all the opulences that Lord Vishnu has, they're coming from Krishna. Krishna has them. Here, Krishna is showing all his Vishnu, so many of his Vishnu forms here. In Vaikuntha planets, every planet has Lord Vishnu, and they are unlimited planets. So, there's unlimited Vishnu forms. So, this is all Krishna's opulence, inconceivable. Hmm?
So what they're trying to say is that Lord Vishnu also has the Kaustubha Mani and Srivatsam Chinna, right?
Yeah, it's Lord Vishnu has this.
Yeah, because it's the Krishna himself, right? Because he is
Yes.
the okay.
Mm. But the other jivas don't have it.
Don't have, yes.
Yeah, they look like Lord Vishnu. They have
Hmm.
four arms like Jai Vijay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they don't have it.
yeah.
The Srivatsa mark is described by the Vaishnav Toshani as being a curl of fine yellow hair on the upper portion of the right side of Lord Vishnu's chest. This mark is not for ordinary devotees. It is a special mark of Vishnu or Krishna. So on the upper portion of the right side of Lord Vishnu's chest, there is this yellow hair. Signifies Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is sitting on the chest of Lord Vishnu. This is the significance of the Srivatsa. Angri Mastakam Apurnas.
Angi Mastakam Apurna
Tulasi Navadamabe.
Tulasi Navadamabhihi
Komale Sarvagatreshu.
Komale Sarvagatreshu
Bhuri Punyavad Arpite.
Puri Punyavat Arpitah.
Every part of their bodies, from their feet to the top of their heads, was fully decorated with fresh, tender garlands of tulsi leaves offered by devotees engaged in worshipping the Lord by the greatest pious activities, namely hearing and chanting. The word Bhuri Punyavad Arpite is significant in this verse. These forms of Vishnu were worshipped by those who had performed pious activities, Sukritibi, for many births, and who were constantly engaged in devotional service, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. So these Vishnu forms, they were having um, garlands of tulsi leaves, fresh, tender tulsi leaves. Lord Vishnu, we offer Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, tulsi garlands, right? And these are, here Sukadev Goswami is saying it's offered by devotees who are engaged in devotional service. Pious activities for many births. Now they are offering to Lord Vishnu. Bhakti devotional service is the engagement of those who have performed highly developed pious activities. The accumulation of pious activities has already been mentioned elsewhere in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.12.11, where Sukadev Goswami says, Itham satam brahma sukhanubhutya dasyam gatanam paradevatena maya shritanam naradarakena sakam vijarukrita punya punjaha. Those who are engaged in self-realization, appreciating the Brahman effulgence of the Lord, and those who are engaged in devotional service, accepting the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Master, as well as those who are under the clutches of Maya, thinking the Lord an ordinary person, cannot understand that certain exalted personalities, after accumulating volumes of pious activities, are now playing with the Lord in friendship as cowherd boys. So Sukadev Goswami is saying this, that the Gopas, the cowherd boys, they are not ordinary people. They have done devotional service for many, many lives. And that's how now they are personally playing with Krishna. They are in Krishna's Leelas. So we also have to continue engaging in devotional service, hearing, chanting. Gradually, 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 one day we will also be with Krishna. Just as the cowherd boys are with Krishna after engaging in devotional service for many lives, one day we will also be with Krishna. In our Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan, there is a tamal tree that covers an entire corner of the courtyard. Before there was a temple, the tree was lying neglected, but now it has developed very luxuriantly, covering the whole corner of the courtyard. This is a sign of Bhuri Punya. Srila Prabhupada is saying the ISKCON temple in Vrindavan is called Krishna Balaram temple. Over there, there is a tamal tree, and before the tamal tree was not looking so good, not healthy. But now, as because the temple is there, and the Krishna is being served so nicely in the temple, the devotees have so much devotion. So the tamal tree is also so nice, luxuriantly growing, full. So Prabhupada is saying this is a sign of Puri Punya. Greatest pious activities. The devotees are doing greatest pious activities. Devotional service, hearing, chanting, serving the deity. Did you all want to add?
Ji, so what is Bhuri Punya? So Bhuri
This
Punya is
Puri Punya devotional service.
okay. Bhuri
Greatest,
Punya.
greatest pious activities.
Okay,
So what are the
great.
greatest pious activities? Devotional service.
Okay.
Mm.
So that is also that because of the greatest devotional service, the boys had the right
Yes,
privilege to be the part of Krishna Leela, right?
yes. They have done devotional service for lifetimes. So they've gotten a lot of sukriti.
Hmm.
And then now They are ready to play with Krishna, be with Krishna, talk to Krishna.
Okay, makes sense. Yes.
Mm. So we can see that by engaging in devotional service, one day we will also be with Krishna. Okay. Anyone else had any other comments, question? No. आज सब बहुत चुप है. Everyone's so quiet today. Okay. Anyway,
I
there is
think everybody is waiting for Brahmaji's prayers.
prayers.
Yeah, prayers. How he's going to? I know, but it's little far. It's still, I
Mm,
think, next week. We're going to start prayers next week. It's still a chapter. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
20 more shlokas. So yeah,
Mm,
it's a little
mm.
ahead. But I think
Okay. Take care. Thank
yeah.
you all for listening and joining. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
Yeah.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare
Sure.